is milk with rosemary.
Here we have our own brand, which is Fraluca.
Ciao bello.
Ciao bella.
Non riposare, vieni con noi.
Allora ripetere questa stasera vieni. Vieni?
Noi non c'è stasera. Buongiorno.
Qua sono 6 metri, totale nella pista, andata e ritorno sono 9 km.
Deutsch mit mir sprechen.
Mhm.
Hadi. Nog een eentje.
Meine Labs.
Crema limone, questa. Crema limone.
Maybe I try this.
Eins, zwei Sachen länger.
Oben gibt es doch auch einen Feind.
Ich hätte quasi bei
Sophie? Andiamo noi. Andiamo dentro un po' più fresco.
Thank you.
Nog weer.
Sehr schwarze noch. Oder mein Handy finde.
So basically here we have our own products. This is the homemade one. We have the limoncino, which is a traditional product of the city. We make it with our own lemons that we take down from the lemon garden that we have down to the lake. We have 2 buildings called Limonaya down to the lake, and we take our lemons from there and we bring them up to the mountain to the lab where we make our own products, limoncino, creams. We make even this kind of Nutella with lemon. We also make the sauces over there, which is like a tomato sauce with dry tomato. This one here has the chili inside, so it's called Diavola sauce. The other one it's called truffle sauce because we have the truffle. And we also make lemonade down to the fridge and the olive oil over there.
Yes, please.
These are our own products. If you would like to try them, you can try them. And so here we have our own brand, which is Fraluca, and it's also the name of our own lab.
Unser Markt für die
Ah, das ist kein Modell, das finde ich da.
Wat is dat? Assistent mama.
Ano sa yung masarap?
Okay, pedos is a milk with rosemary, honey, pollen, fruit candy, and biscuit of Papa Reale. Okay, very amazing. See?
Suona su River FM. Pietro Civeri, in questo Family Club stiamo parlando di, insomma, di avere delle città senza macchine ma con il doppio, il triplo dei mezzi, idea per tanti vantaggiosa, per tanti altri più scomoda. C'è una città però, ci diceva Pietro,
Bardolino, La Rocca. Ist unsere neue Rotwein.
Das Museum liegt in Bardolino.
Best champagne that you can find here. It's a Celos. We are in the locked room in which we have the most important wines. So we are going to open it.
Dit is onze verkozen Ecke.